Hello, chat. Hello, runners. Once again, it is time for another main tournament Zelda race randomizer. We have Incoherent versus Dr. Browser. We have a game 3 in brackets today. Dr. Bowser took the first game. Incoherent took the second game. It is time for some kabuki, and I am being joined by Paroa007. How are you doing?
Good. Yeah, game 2, a fairly decisive win for Incoherent and AD tile swap. So, we got an idea already of their capabilities in AD, but now it's a little, somewhat a little more straightforward in some ways, but also more complicated in others, with cross keys being thrown into the mix.
Mm-hmm. Well, not cross keys, but key sanity.
Right. Yeah, key sanity, right. Yeah, so that's gonna give our runners a bit of a wrinkle as far as how they approach things. And with a casual start, we'll get some clues early on as to how and where our runners are being probed to go and where they might consider going.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so castle start, it's going to be a standard open. Like you said, we're going to be doing Link's house check, then we're going to be doing uncle check. We get the sword, and then from there, it depends on what we get right after that, where it ends up going once we get through escape. We should see about a 5-minute escape here.
And yeah, so Myers small right off the bat.
Just bear with us a moment as we get the stream synced back up. It's going to be a high roll small off the bat as well.
Yeah. So nothing, too out of the way here. Okay, runners should be syncing up right about now. Here we go. All right.
$300.
That accounts for all the early shopping our runners will need to do.
Yeah, definitely. Get some early bombs, get some potions on the way, maybe, if they have a bottle.
Yeah. We'll see how healthy or what other goodies our runners come away with here. Hopefully, I'm sure they're hoping for at least a pack of bombs, if not 2 of them.
A bow.
Right off the bat, I saw this in the Kabuki race I did yesterday between Late Bet and Lana Bean, where Bo came up very early, and even without the Eastern Big, maybe the seed is subconsciously saying go to Eastern.
Yeah, even though it is randomized keys, that doesn't mean that the Eastern Big Key can't be in Eastern.
I mean, there's 216 checks, and there's, 5 of them in before the Yarmouth Night, so, not the craziest odds I've ever heard. People play the lottery for even crazier odds. Oh, yes, we have late bit from yesterday's tilt in the chat.
But yeah, you were saying the incoherence capabilities, from the AD tile swap. I think it, I shouldn't say I think, but it looks like Dr. Bowser is definitely taking it seriously here and getting a room or two ahead of Incoherent in the escape.
Yeah. Incoherent was definitely routed very well in game 2 from what I saw. Everything, is kind of locked into place, and I think that's, the trick for these kinds of seeds, where you're playing all 12 dungeons, is you want it to have everything kind of locks into place, in terms of your movement, in terms of how you go about the dungeons.
Yeah, you're definitely right there.
So it's one of those things, like, especially when we're getting into the later stages of these tournaments, like, you could be technically right. It's really going to come down to order of operations as far as, how you approach this and when you approach them in some cases.
So a little bit of what we're looking for early on here. We got a free lamp just to navigate through this area. We don't get to keep the lamp though once we leave. So we're going to need to get the lamp again, or I should say the actual lamp, in order to do AGA 1. We're going to want to get Sword 2 or Cape to unlock Castle Tower, not to mention some Castle Tower smalls to really make that dungeon fully viable.
Yeah. Yeah, and if we're not going to get anything for dungeons, then we're looking for Dark World access. So two gloves, a glove, a hammer, and of course a moon pearl.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so out of the darkness, Dr. Bowser maintaining about a 6 to 7 second lead. Well, we got a mirror.
That's nice to have early on.
Yeah. Cuts down on the save and quits for sure.
Or the death warping.
Ooh, bonk there by Dr. Bowser. Got a little ahead and... There's that full magic refill. So
5, 10, 11.
Yeah, 511. Yeah, I'd say incoherent would be about 520, 521.
522, 523.
Yeah. So, vanilla heart container, though not the Sank heart, but still.
Let's see what Bonkrox has.
Yeah.
Free bombs.
All right, well, that's going to save them 50 rupees right off the bat here, because I, don't want to be spending money needlessly, and they've got enough to take care of the immediate CAC checks.
Here's our next clue as to how early is AGA 1 going to be for us. It's going to be the AGA Ledge.
Yep, and the answer is not at all.
Yep,
Nice
so it's
tree.
either early or it's not.
Yeah, nice tree pull there for incoherent, and some bombs. He gets an extra bomb for his trouble.
Piece of heart on the mushroom spot.
Yeah. Not that interesting to our runners, so rip 20 hearts. Good idea there by Incoherent. Just picking up a few more free bombs off of the crab poles.
Yeah, never a bad idea to get some extra bombs for Kakariko Village. You need to have one for the well. You need to have one for Blindside. You need one for the chicken house.
And yeah, and then when you're going to South Hyrule, you want to take care of that too, because you need a couple of bombs for that. Okay, there's our power glove.
Oh, okay. Both gloves are just in Blindside. Why not?
Yeah. Okay, all Light World money is now accounted for. Just need a little more for the Dark World, and I think we're all set. Alright, so where's that Merle? Chat's a glove for each hand. Yeah, there we go.
I mean, that is how that works. You need a glove for each hand to be able to pick up everything.
True. Fetch quest. with the shovel.
$100 for $50. It's half off.
Well, yeah, the bottle vendor was taking pity or something. Well, but and Link, the most famous left-hander in gaming, and I, for one, as a left-hander, support it.
Do you support it with your left hand?
I sure do.
Library is a key. We want that. Ganon's Tower early on.
I'm gonna need a few of those along the way just to grease things along. Dr. Bowser is like, yeah, I'm going for this.
Give me 1 second, Pro.
Yep. Okay, well, we got Quake Medallion at Race Game. A nice little pickup there. So because of the shovel, we're gonna skip on the save and quit for the moment. Nothing there, and Dr. Bowser's just like, yeah, just gonna keep on with it. So Dr. Bowser has just enough money, has enough bombs to take care of immediate checks here. Okay, so we're in the dam. There's $20 up front, and now that we've drained the dam and caused major damage to Hyrule itself, we have a key. It's our second Meyer Small. Okay, so we have Mini Moldorm coming up for Dr. Bowser, Incoherent, following the same script as Dr. Bowser thus far in the opening minutes. Nice bonk there. Save himself probably a second or two. We have a baby shield, a small key to TR, more bombs, a hammer, and a small key. Okay, so yep. So we've got the hammer, got the Titans, but now we just need that Merle, and we are golden. Alright, so we're going to get some water walking here, which makes sense. We got the money for Zora, and Zora's also in logic because of the gloves, so, take advantage of what we have here. First, we're going to go into the waterfall and take advantage of these. We got a compass to thieves and $20. So, it's not giving out it's not giving out good items. It seems to be giving out 20 rupees an awful lot. There's $100 on Zora Ledge, so won't be coming back to this anytime ever. Yes, chat. Bow, mitts, hammer, and mirror to start, and Zora is a scam. We paid 500 rupees for 10 arrows that are probably waterlogged. What a waste. Incoherent did not go to Zora right away. It looks like Incoherent's gonna take a run at Hobo. Interesting. Dr. Bowser is going to take a look at King's Tomb. Our first big key, and there's the Merle for Incoherent at Hobo. So he has Dark World access now, which also would indicate that the flippers have to be close by, have to be, you know, not too far in the offing here. So that's good intelligence for Incoherent. Dr. Bowser, again, going a bit out of logic here, using the sword as a guide to head up to Death Mountain. And, you know, fair enough. Get your war point if nothing else. But as far as logical plays available, it's Agena and all the Eastern stuff. So the old man is giving out the great tomes of living like a hermit to Dr. Bowser. Did not see what it was in the cave, but judging from Dr. Bowser's reaction, nothing special. So Incoherent is going to make a run to Hype Cave. Check confirming it's just arrows. Thank you. Appreciate it. Dr. Bowser also going to take a look at Ether. Just a map. So Hype Cave.
What did I miss?
Hold that thought. Incoherent went out of logic to the Hobo and got a Merle.
Oh, so we need flippers.
Yeah. So we got a couple of big keys. Turtle Rock, Meyer, and Hera have just been accounted for. Incoherent got Tower of Hera. Dr. Bowser's got the other two. Bowser got a flute in Tower of Hera. Very, very good. We got a bottle on the floating isle. Small key to Swamp Palace.
Who wants to go into the front of swamp?
Yeah.
We need flippers.
Yep. Those flippers, man. I mean, based on what we've seen, there's combos. Our second medallion's got to be either Agena or somewhere in Eastern. Lamp not on mountain, no. At least it's not pointing that way. And Zora, as expected, was a scam.
So that also means that the flippers can't be anywhere in the Dark World, right?
That is correct, unless I'm completely missing something. Yes, I believe that's right.
I guess flippers could be on Super Bunny. That is the one like Dark World location that technically.
Ooh, a thieves' big key. So that's clearable. They have what they need for it.
Super Bunny is
Incoherent.
not logical. That is unfortunate.
Yeah. We got a mushroom. Swamp Big. Wow, they're doling out the big keys so far in this seed. That's 5 we've seen now between the two runners.
Small key and Turtle Rock for the Smith turn in.
Yeah. Super Bunny was a dud, but Dr. Bowser did come away with some good, prizes out of that out of logic play. So, but yeah, the Merle is going to be an issue for a little while until Dr. Bowser makes the run to Hobo. First, he needs those flippers.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure Dr. Bowser could do it without the flippers, but yeah, we still need the flippers regardless.
Right. As far as as far as logic goes, that I imagine it's going to be negative a little bit. Incoherent going into Thieves Town without the big key, so unfortunately we'll only get the first 4 checks here. Okay, turn in that mushroom.
That wasn't a mushroom, that was a bomb.
Well, mushroom bomb.
All for a single $1.
That's what you get when you blow up try to blow up the witch. Okay, so can open Misery Mire. And try and Super Bunny his way into Mire's shed. And nope.
There is a setup for this. It doesn't look like Dr. Bowser's using it, but we get it.
Yeah. Well, he made it work. Let's say so. Burrito and $20. So yeah, nothing there. Incoherent doing using some bombos here to clear out the area. Good idea. Bowser's going to help himself to a key here.
We found the red cane inside of Skull Woods.
Yeah. In the room after the one where you really would like to use it, no less. So we get a checkerboard cave check from Dr. Bowser, and not interested in the heart container. Incoherent picking up his second sword.
Mm-hmm.
Heart container for Incoherent. Dr. Bowser doing one of the few remaining logical checks for those flippers with Agina. Well, there's a blue item, just not the blue we were looking for.
Have we checked Ice Rod Cave yet?
Yes, that was checked by both. It wasn't anything. So Dr. Bowser gonna, I think, do another run into desert now. Try and ooh, a red sword at Bumper Cave. Not groundbreaking, but you know, if available and they just finish off Skull Woods, that's a nice it's a nice pickup.
You know what is groundbreaking? Shovels.
Yes, indeed. So that's our first pod small, I believe. Oh, second pod. That's right.
Big P the Misery Mire inside of King's Tomb.
Yeah. Dr. Bowser had done this not long after getting his Titan's Mitts. Alright, so Incoherent's done quite a bit of the Dark World as it is. Overworld checks. There's really not much he can do else logically. Piece of heart, the big key. Always. Oh, now I see what Dr. Bowser was doing. He was doing a hard reset just in case anything didn't come out that way that he liked. So Dr. Bowser is going to make the run to Eastern and Saha now. And he really, as far as logic goes, he didn't have really any other options. He can't do Dark World yet at all. So, you know.
And the heirloom is in Eastern Palace.
Yeah. So Link is literate. Dr. Bowser did check Ether Tablet. I don't believe it was anything of consequence.
Mm-hmm.
So Dr. Bowser does pick up half magic. Always a nice to have. So now, because of the way the order went, Incoherent can actually finish Tower of Hera. So we'll get access to a few more checks here. So $50, the second chest. Yeah, there's that flute. And Karen's like, oh right, no hook shot. Got to do this got to do this the hard way. And there's the flippers.
In Eastern, of all places.
Yeah, well, given the way the seed's logic was operating, it was the only place it could be at that point, especially when Saha came up empty.
Mm.
But So yeah, the Merle will soon be in Dr. Bowser's hands, I imagine, incoherent. With Master Sword, we'll have a fairly easy go of it with Troll Dorm.
Not to mention having the hammer makes this an easy fight.
Yeah, Master Sword or hammer makes there's a hook shot.
Wow. So that hookshot officially puts East Dark Mountain or East Light Mountain into logic.
Well, and it already was with the hammer, but yeah, Dark Death Mountain now a thing.
Oh, Incoherent has a hammer, it just wasn't marked.
Yeah, it's not marked, but yeah, still need that lamp to actually make all this mathing work, but I bet it's on Pyramid Ledge or something. Dr. Bowser now going to access the Dark World proper for the first time, and we'll get the Hera Big Key from Hype Cave. That was about all it had really going for it.
The lamp still has to show up somewhere in the light world because of the way that the logic's working.
So well, lamp, yeah, provided it doesn't impede. Well, yeah, nothing they found would have. Well, actually, it would, but so Thieves big for incoherent. Right, anywhere but the mountain. This stage, yeah, because so. So incoherent, pretty well caught up on all the big keys. Yeah, that Dr. Bowser already had. Ooh, incoherent actually doesn't really affect anything.
Yeah, not really.
Yeah,
Going into Bunny Cave next.
right. Which Dr. Bowser did do as well. Wasn't, as I recall, anything.
Yeah, it wasn't anything.
Yeah, and then we'll be able to do Hookshot Cave, Spiral Cave if he chooses, and no, can't do. Well, that bottle would actually make Spike Cave a thing, I suppose.
Swamp is calling for your number. Hookshot Cave, what you got for us?
Some piece of paper, more paper. That might be that might be the suckiest hookshot cave I have seen in a good bit.
I was going to say, we need to find all 12 pieces of paper.
Yeah, like that's what this is all about. Yeah. Okay, got our first bottle of the seed. So take care of Sick Kid momentarily. And alright, so Turtle Rock can be opened. So Dr. Bowser catching up on many of the checks Incoherent already did in the Dark World.
We have 3 TR smalls and the TR big, so TR, with the exception of the fire rod room, is pretty doable.
Yeah, certainly not your first choice, but you know, in terms of volume and get Mimic Cave on top of that, this, you know, there are crazier things you could do. But having Bombos as your primary fire dealing weapon is gonna slow things down.
Mm-hmm.
Another pod small, so Dr. Bowser can finish this dungeon. He can't full clear it, but he can finish.
Mm-hmm. Bombos was on Stumpy, yes.
Yeah. Why can't he full clear these time? You need the loose small key to do that.
Yeah, full clear means getting the big chest, which we have the big key, but we don't have the small key that opens the door in front of the big chest.
Burns the last of his magic to clear this room out.
A little bit of a magic refund there in one of the pots, though.
Yeah.
Compass to Tower of Hera.
Yeah.
Wow, Fire Rod is in Thieves Town.
All right. Well, so Skull Woods might be his next stop after this.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, basement to Hera in the big chest of Turtle Rock. Talk about your nagging thoughts. That's going to be one.
So it's entirely possible that with a dip into Thieves Town and a dip into Turtle Rock, that Tower of Hera's basement has a lamp. Or, well, no, because that would be mountain access. Never mind.
Yeah. Yeah. Excuse me.
But there could be other items there.
Jeff claiming Hera's small best key.
Yeah, does Blind have better jokes or does Ganon have better jokes?
I'd say blind. Last check. Ooh, incoherent. Didn't quite have the right pixel.
Yep, but he did take the safety door just in case, so he can go back in there and grab it.
Right.
What, Rowan?
Just dodges to get that heart container. Wishing for something better, but I think it's the second row of hearts just
You're gonna be more
begin,
careful.
so there is that.
We're gonna go sit and relax.
So both runners have a dungeon on the books. Incoherent has Tower of Hera, and Dr. Bowser has Thieves Town. And Dr. Bowser, well, he can't open the big chest. He can do everything else, and will be able to clear this dungeon out. Incoherent is going to finally activate that flute, and they'll also, I think, take care of the sick kid while he's here.
All it was just 3 bombs.
Yeah,
Sick
I
kid
always
is
knew-
packing.
I knew that sick kid was a closeted anarchist. Okay, we're gonna get a little bit of a glitch here.
All right, mushroom plus red cane equals powder
Apparently so, and
for
well,
another bottle.
well, voila.
So far, but Dr. Bowser is the one leading on dungeons this seed.
Well, he will be in a minute when he closes out this dungeon here. Be up 2-1, but because of Thieves and Skull, particularly what Thieves was offering, Incoherent won't have much trouble turning it back. The only thing that might stay his hand at the moment... Oh dear. That's an unfortunate mishap. The only thing that might stay his hand is he's already explored half of each dungeon.
You know, for a moment that was almost an unintentional joke because the wall master is a hand.
Yeah,
and
I know,
you were
yeah.
saying his hand.
I know. An unfortunate unforced error there by Dr. Bowser cost him about 40 seconds, I'd say. In a game 3, those are the little mistakes you really don't want to be dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like with 3 pods, Incoherent's going to make a run at pod as well as Eastern, so we'll get flippers and some other nice door prizes. So 42-38, so 2-1 lead for Dr. Bowser.
Hey, Blue Kestrel, did you know that the wall master is hands down my favorite enemy? A map.
And Pet is dead. Well,
Ban him. Ban him now. You guys were missing out on all the dad jokes we were telling for last race.
Dr. Bowser is going to open Sesame here, and Meyer, and can do the whole thing.
This is a classic example of ABCD. Always be clearing dungeons.
Yeah. Who am I to argue with the wisdom from adapted from Glengarry Glen Ross, which is a great movie if you have not seen it.
Except ABC, there's always be closing.
Oh, big key to pod and pod, of course.
Because that's where it goes.
Of course.
Who left the key under the doormat this time? Was it Halmasaur?
Yeah, it must have been. Like always be closing dungeons. I mean, works for me. Closing, clearing. You know, we're still knocking these out. Yeah, it's he did. Dr. Bowser did Skull, not Swamp. Oh, small key to pod at cutscene chest. I think Chad's got the right
Always be
idea.
corny, dads.
Always be corny, dads. Yes.
So we're gonna do lampless maze? Nope, we're gonna
Oh,
hammer
why, why not? We're about to do we're gonna do lampless. There's the key to small key to desert, but we're gonna be doing dark Meyer rooms as well. So you know. Another bottle. That's our third bottle. Silvers.
Oh, wow,
Wow.
silver arrows.
So, yeah. There's the fourth bottle. So, we have hit bottle percent. At least as far as we're concerned. Not the runners. Though that will soon come. Apple, banana, caviar dog in chat. Okay. Interesting decision by Incoherent. Am I missing something? Like, could he... I thought he could finish pod.
I'm not sure what he might be missing because, yeah, he has the big key, he has the bow, he
Yeah.
has the hammer. I guess maybe not comfortable trying to navigate the dark rooms. That would be the only thing I could think of.
Well, but even with the dark... Well, he doesn't have fire rod. If he had fire rod, don't think there'd have been a question because you can light the torches in
Yeah.
that one room and just, kind of, fudge your way through.
Sure.
Did they use all the keys? No, I thought he had one left. Because he... All the same, Dr. Bowser doing quick work of the dark rooms here. There's flippers for incoherent, so now he knows where the logic for the Merle comes in.
Hmm.
3 small keys, you were likely leaving stuff out. Yeah, he left a couple of things behind. He only had 10 checks, I believe, accounted for. Alright, so with those newly found silvers, this turns this fight into a joke.
Like, haha, funny joke, or
Yeah. I mean, it's not funny to Vitreous, but nobody cares what Vitreous thinks. Assuming it can think. So three dungeons down in a little over 10 minutes for Dr. Bowser. Really starting to make some positive momentum here.
Mhm. I like that the momentum has to be positive, because technically, if it was negative, it would be going in the opposite direction.
True. True enough. Using a small key to TR, Dr. Bowser is noping out of here. It's like ice is going to be his next destination. Ah, he's setting up a save scum. Okay. No. Was nothing. I'm not quite sure about that either. Chad asking, no check on the second chest in desert area? Yeah, I'm not sure. Why not? Yeah, that is a little strange. Okay, oh, red sword for Dr. Bowser.
Which means we know the location of all 4 swords now.
That is correct. Yes. Oh, Chad saying Dr. Bowser's already seen it. Okay, that does make sense. Yeah.
Ice Palace, big chest. What do you got for us? Small key to Misery Mired. We don't care.
Yep, that is old news.
We're gonna check out Ice Tea though.
Yep. The big key to Eastern up front in swamps, so already a good find there for incoherent.
Yeah, Chad's absolutely correct. There's no way you can single deep to Eastern in this seed.
No, that is correct. Dr. Bowser with red sword and shouldn't have too much trouble and should be able to get several fire rod shots in as well after shattering the barrier with bombos. Very nicely
Very
done by
quick.
Dr. Bowser. Very, very good. And a red meringue for his efforts. So Dr. Bowser opening a pretty good lead here of 4-1 on the dungeons over Incoherent.
Yep, but Incoherent is working on the second dungeon, so he's going to be keeping pace on the always be clearing dungeons part once we start getting into that mode.
Oh, he's been doing... He's going to have to pick up the pace a little bit here. He's got a lot of what he needs, but I'm sure he's hoping he can go mode as much of this as possible, but after a certain point, he's going to have to really just go on the attack here as Dr. Bowser's going to head to Hera, it looks like, knock that one out.
Left side swamp is dead, by the way, so if Dr. Bowser decides to skip it this time, like he did last time, then it's going to be a good thing for him.
Well, but he is definitely preparing for Spike Cave. Chad asking Bowser to swamp. No, that's a misclick. He has done Skull. He has not done Swamp yet. But he will be getting Hookshot in probably about 90 seconds. Because Hookshot is in Tower of Hera. Dr. Bowser did do the first 2 checks. That's how he got his early flute. Where's that lamp? That is a good question. We're trying to figure that one out, and CT? I mean, we haven't seen that yet, and they did get a small key from the first chest in Eastern. Red sword, 2 charged swings, and that will do it for Troll Dorm. There's that lovely, lovely hook shot. Incoherent takes care of Argus, no problem, and gets second dungeon off the books almost 30 minutes after his first. So it's 5-2 Dr. Bowser in this winner-takes-all Game 3 match. And Dr. Bowser's like, yep, I know what I gotta do. Chad has made the correction. Thank you kindly for that. Our tracker has made the correction. Excuse me.
Shout-outs to our tracker, Kate Sith. Go follow them.
Oh yes, back-to-back matches on this, and Sinead, my co-com, also doing back-to-back matches here.
And of course, go follow the runners because we can't do these races without them.
So,
This looks like it's going to be a CT play for Incoherent.
is at least going to check that first one. Well, you could do both, I suppose. There's Eastern Big for Incoherent for Dr. Bowser.
Mm-hmm.
That was not what I was expecting.
Well, the lamp can't be in this chest, so what is here?
Just $20. Looks like Incoherent's heading towards Catfish, something we have not seen yet today.
Catfish is certainly a play. It's a long one, but it's a play. This also is Zora tied in with Waterfall Fairy. Hey, Catfish has a lamp.
Well, that answers our great mystery. Where the hell is that lamp? Well, now we know.
And knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe. Air shield.
There. So Dr. Bowser's gonna have a little easier go of this, just because he only needs one strike per.
Very quick Argus fight.
Yeah, very clean, very easy, and that's number 6 for Dr. Bowser. Gets the red pendant in 103.17. So 6-2. No, the dungeon count. It'll be about 6-3 in a little less than a minute from now, but Dr. Bowser well in control here. We're having some trouble with the land mows. I started with bow stats and now is opting for hammer strats. Because, yeah, he doesn't have fire rod, which would make this a much easier fight.
Not to mention Ice Rod.
Yeah. So 104.31 for incoherent.
Bird goes scree.
We have,
We have all the big keys now?
We have looks like it, yeah.
Oh, no.
No,
Yeah, we do.
Dr. Bowser doesn't, but he will soonish. So I think that was in pod somewhere.
Oh, Skullwood's big.
Yeah. But
Not that we need it, unless it's like a chain, a very late chain that's locking behind locking behind locking.
right. Small key to GT.
We have pretty much everything we want for GT clear, too.
Yeah. Already got their conspiracy theories lined up. Ice Rod and Skullwood's big chest.
I mean, Ice Rod can be anywhere.
It sure can. Except Trinex. Can't be there.
Yeah, it can't be on Trinex.
That's number 7 for Dr. Bowser, picking up the green pendant, and that could be, he won't do it right away, but that's probably what he does after he finishes off pod.
It is dead, yes.
That is dead. Yeah, it was just a map.
Both players now have silver arrows.
Yep. That's, I think, all four now. 4 bottles now for incoherent. Yep.
Yeah, this is how you clear Palace of Darkness. You go straight for the boss first, and then you clear the rest of the dungeon.
Right.
Don't ask me why. It's just that's the way it's done.
And, well, that wasn't necessarily what Dr. Bowser had in mind going in, but when that big pops, I was like, alright, let's do this.
Perfectly executed Palace of Darkness without the lamp.
Yeah, very, very nicely done. No problem for incoherent dropping Vidi, and yeah, there's the Ice Palace Big.
Is this just going to turn into an ice rod hunt?
Or a CT hunt.
Oh yeah, let's mark off Desert Palace for incoherent, please.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a 4 dungeon gap right now. Dr. Bowser is up 8 to 4, and well in control here.
Mm-hmm. Just needs to find that ice rod to go get the Desert Palace Big so he can beat Lamo.
Right, and
Yeah, chat, make sure you're thanking Kate Sith for coming in and doing tracking because we don't get trackers very often.
yeah, no, it's greatly appreciated, and helps the community out a great deal.
Speaking of helping the community out a great deal, make sure that you go and join our Discord if you would like to join us in doing commentary or tracking. We definitely need the help as volunteers.
Yeah, I've been doing the comms now for these tournaments, I think, since 2018, I want to say. Yeah.
Wow, that's a long time.
Yeah. I'm primarily a Mario 3 rando runner, but I've also been pretty involved in this community from a comms and not so much competitive standpoint, but definitely a comms standpoint for a long time. Well, there's the ice rod.
On the green pendant.
Saad's done it again. Yeah,
So now it's
now
Castle Tower Hunt time.
Yep, CT2. Where? Oh, wait, was that it? Was that what incoherent just picked up as? Oh, that was Thieves Small. Okay, like saw a T in there. I was like, wait a minute. Okay,
One of these things is not like the other.
yeah, CT2 to close it out. And yeah, Dr. Bowser well in command here.
Mm.
Yeah, and he gets to do, because when Incoherent did this, he didn't have Fire Rod. He still doesn't have Fire Rod.
So
So
CT2 behind Fire Rod?
could be. Bowser didn't have the Thieves Town Small, so you know, unless CT2 is there, then yeah. So that's 5 now for uh for Incoherent, so it's 8-5.
Mm-hmm.
And this is
Slowly
done
closing
most.
that gap.
Yeah, still, yes. This is mostly accounted for, so we won't have to worry about it too much.
Well, there it is. We're in go mode.
Yep. 117 on the nose. The switch
we're missing
has flipped.
Where's Ice Rod? Did we have Ice Rod already?
Yeah, he's got it. It was Saha.
Oh, that's right, Saha.
Yeah, it's this. Fire Rod is in Thieves Town, upper level.
And Laser Bridge is holding on to the Desert Palace big, right?
Right. Once he. So he's not technically in go mode just yet, but in about 2 minutes he will be.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll get incoherent his ice rod, but still missing. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was intentional.
That was intentional, yes.
Yeah, he's just resetting resetting the board here.
Dr. Bowser showing the mastery of lampless everything.
Yeah. It's like lamp. What lamp? I don't even know lamp. It is. That's go mode. 119.45.
In a quick try next fight later, we're going to be in Desert Palace mode.
Pretty much. Well, I mean, as far as the dungeon order, I mean, it really doesn't matter which one you do.
Well, you're right here, and the Desert Palace Big Key was right here on Lizard Bridge, so
Yeah.
it kind of matters.
It might be front of mind, yeah. So yeah, okay, he's gonna. Okay, I see how he's gonna play this. Yeah, he's gonna.
He's going to do it the way that you should do it. Do Desert Palace
Right.
first, then you do
Yep.
Ganon's Tower, then you do
Then
Castle Tower, and then you get your free refill, and you beat Ganon.
Right. And roast that pig. Or I guess skewer is a better word. No, he's still missing CT2.
Wait, I thought we got CT2 already.
He didn't. Incoherent hasn't.
Oh, Incoherent hasn't. That's right.
No, yeah,
I was
Dr.
gonna say,
Bowser.
Dr. Bowser's is in go mode.
Oh yeah, he's going, gone. Incoherent taking on Blind.
So, chat, unfortunately, there's not going to be any big key guessing game. There's not going to be any small key guessing game. No item guessing game. We have everything we need to just go through Ganon's Tower, do the climb, and get back out of there.
Yeah. So sorry, no fun today. At least not in this race.
If you want to put a number in chat between 1 and 22, go for it, but I don't think even a single chest would be opened in this case.
No, no. Right.
Do we think that Inko thinks he's as far as behind as he is? Well, we're 124 in on a Kabuki randomizer. So this is actually really fast for a Kabuki randomizer.
Yeah. The one I did yesterday, winning time was 139, and that was with that was a fairly front-loaded seed. But I think for Incoherent, he might not be feeling great having to leave. He had to leave a couple. He's had to double dip more than one dungeon. That's never a good feeling. And with the way some of these items have been laid out, particularly I think Fire Rod and Thieves Town, he might start thinking, "Uh-oh." It especially didn't help in his case that he did the first dungeon, Thieves Tower of Hera 28:48, then he did Swamp at 57:37. That's there's almost a 29-minute gap. And that can't be a good feeling, even if you figure you can kind of go mode half of this thing. Whereas in the same period of time, Bowser had 5 dungeons off the books. And everything, as it was, I think, in the last game, and also certainly in the match I covered yesterday, Dr. Bowser had exactly the right path and layout to this, and the Moon Pearl thing notwithstanding, there weren't really any severe missteps on his part as far as routing and kind of putting it together. So,
Quick Lambo fight.
yeah, nope.
Just to be clear, Dr. Bowser does have Desert Palace done. We're doing GT now.
Yeah. Yeah, it is 10-8 on the dungeons, but Dr. Bowser has been in go mode the last 7 minutes and is in total control here. There's red sword for Incoherent. Fourth sword, for those not in the loop, is at the Bumper Cave ledge.
Yeah, but we don't need it.
Now. Quick refill there for Bowser before taking on Trolldorm 2. Chad asking about the race yesterday between Late Bit and Lana Bean. Yes, Lana Bean finished at 1 hour, 39 minutes, and 17 seconds yesterday.
That was 100% cleared.
It was a kabuki.
Oh, it was Kabuki.
Yeah, 100 and I think her item count was 160 as far as what was unlocked, if I remember. I was like, because late bit was about 5 minutes after. It was like 175, I think.
We had a triple followed by a single.
You get the cycle? No, not from that angle. There it is. But yeah, I mean, like I said, as I said a minute ago, like a lot of what Lana was doing, a lot of what Lana did as far as the routing was concerned is it's pretty much been replicated here by Dr. Bowser in terms of just, how it's been coming together, piece by piece. It was a terrific race yesterday, and, very well played. And, we're seeing now Dr. Bowser about to close the book on this race, and finish and move on to round 2 of this tournament. You're just seeing that though. Like usually, you fight those guards on the way up the stairs. Like, nope, don't need to do that. Yeah, like the only really unforced error in this race actually came from Dr. Bowser when he got grabbed by that wall master there on his way to taking down Mothula. It's like, oops.
Yep. Very nice castle strats. All right, here comes Aga 1. I did not know you could hookshot that door.
Actually, neither did I. Alright, so on we go. This will be a pretty quick
Being an all
fight.
dungeon speed, there's not going to be any blue balls.
Yep, so this make sure the execution works, but otherwise you're good to go. Alright, there it is. So looking at a sub 135 here. A little sage advice there from Ganon about thinking outside the box.
Ooh, got a Ganon hug. Gotta be careful.
Yep, he does have blue potion, so he's fine. Should the need come up, but no, this is coming together just fine. setup, the good pattern set up there for Dr. Bowser. And 1, 2, this should do it. And boom, that is it. Dr. Bowser moving on to round 2. So get out the GGs in chat. Clocks in with an official race time of 1 hour, 33 minutes, and 49 seconds. Wow. You know, you're going to clear 12 dungeons fast. That's how you do it.
That is how you do it. And Incoherent, after seeing the GG in chat, was going to be forfeiting after this boss.
Yeah. So yeah, so that was the last one for Incoherent, and we'll take the forfeit. But yeah, that was something else as far as quality of play.
All right, we're being joined first by Dr. Bowser.
Yes, GG's.
GG.
133.49. Is that a record for you in Kabuki?
If it isn't, it is darn close.
Yeah.
What is a first for me though is having to do Dark Aga after an entire AD Kabuki.
Well, you know, first time for everything. And incidentally, the lamp was at Catfish.
Oh, that was never going there.
Yeah, we didn't think so, but yeah, you did all. But we welcome Incoherent to the chat as well. GG's.
Hi, GG.
I mean, two races in a row. Like, how tired are both of you guys after 3.5 hours of this?
A little hungry, but other than that, we're fine.
Yeah, kind of the
You're like, we
same.
can go again.
Maybe not again. Seed Bleed's gonna set in big at that point, but
Yeah. What was that at all a factor for either of you? A little bit of seed bleed, or was it different enough between the two seeds that you kind of push it out of your mind?
I mean, it's fairly different, and also I change out the MSUs on purpose when I do this, so that I have sort of that sense memory that's the different music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
talk about the first seed a little bit here. So the first seed was Moon Pearl, kind of messed things up a little bit, I think.
So yeah, it turns out there are 3 ways to get to East Dark World, or east side of the map. Well, 4, I guess, with the flippers. I was like, oh, there's definitely something in Maiden Chest or Zora, and it's probably some way of getting over there, and that was not the case. There's just the side exit from Hyrule Castle.
for me, I was thinking Maiden's Chest or Skullwoods. I went back to Skullwoods. By the time I got to it, I realized, like, oh, you know what? There's a rock there. Because I had actually, I jumped over. I fake flippered over there. So I was walking toward Pod when I thought, oh no, wait, this is out of logic. I'm just going to find the hammer. I don't want to go to Pod without the hammer. And so I saved and quit.
I like messed up an Antilla or something when I saw that the bridge was not there in the north side, and I'm like, okay, well clearly it's not this, right? But then eventually I'm like, okay, well I can do Maiden Chest with no weapon or Zora, or I can just go over there and try to find a sword.
Not a bad
But yeah,
thought.
that explains why, like, midway through the race, I just beelined Zora after doing the mountain. Like, clearly Zora's the flute, right? I'm not just missing something. I was missing something.
Yeah.
And then I've, like, had 5 checks or something left for the fire rod. But it's apparently it worked out.
Yeah, I got to skip an ungodly amount of checks I normally don't in that first race to make it as close as it was. But yeah, just that beginning that was a little tilting, and then ended up dying on Helma the first time. I was like, well,
Yeah,
I'm not
I
coming back
got
here
pretty
till later.
close. Like 6 hearts swordless, I think it was.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
After using bomb strats, I don't want to like get near him.
Mhm. Yeah, ended up giving him a great big old hug on like the last arrow.
Oof.
Oh yeah, I saw it. I remember seeing that on the first race. I was like, and we all. I remember saying, "Oh no."
I mean, people sleep on Helma. Helma does 2 hearts of damage on everything, so
Yeah. Yeah. And
But yeah, so
Yeah.
that castle tower key though.
so yeah. I gather you didn't do what I did, which is with the first trip to the mountain, I had cane and 3 small keys, and I'm like, let me go to see if there's anything in TR. And so I did basically everything except for lava chest that I could do.
So for a good chunk of the race, my very next plan was to go to Turtle Rock, because it was like I'm getting all these small keys, and then I kept getting something just a little bit better to do. And roundabout after Meyer, I was thinking, okay, like definitely Turtle Rock, like right after Ice Palace. But oh wait, I stole the Desert Small. I know that there's a small key over here that I save scummed earlier, and so I grabbed that. So I had 4 the first time up. But even still, at that point, it was like, you know, I'm already going to have an extra trip up the mountain. I doubt everything I need is up there, so I decided to just do a double dip of Pod, and then Pod's holding its own big key.
Yeah, like that. The sort of vague plan was if I hadn't screwed up my laser skips, I would have just died and save scummed the chest and would have gotten it early. But then I screwed up laser skips, and so now I'm in the back of TR, and I'm like, this is not worth it. This is too weird even for me.
Yeah, I mean, because like, what are the odds? The 4 of them showing up where they did is it like had me kind of suspicious, and I was kind of looking for an out. But otherwise, yeah, if I was up there with only 3, I don't even know that I would have set up a save scum for it.
Yeah, and on top of that, incoherent, you got the Moon Pearl much earlier than Dr. Bowser, because you kind of were breaking logic, and that was helpful in the short term because it gave you more access to the Dark World right off the bat. I guess the downside was you ended up orphaning some stuff, like namely the fire rod in Thieves Town, that ended up kind of hurting you long term in this case.
I mean, that was kind of intentional. That's like the key sanity thing where like you either do Thieves Town immediately upon getting access or you wait for the small key. And I waited for the small key.
Right. Yeah, but you know, then you were also able to kind of take advantage. You'd knocked out Tower of Hera pretty quick, and then spent a pretty good amount of time kind of building everything up. But it was a while before you got your second dungeon, which was Swamp Palace in this case. And
like I was looking for a fire source for a lot of that too, and that's part of why I went to Pod in Eastern when I did. Is like, okay, I know there's something in Eastern Palace.
Yeah. Yeah, and that, yeah. By that point, by the time you finished Swamp, at almost the same instant, Dr. Bowser got that hook shot from Hera, and that's where things kind of accelerated for sure. So, it is an interesting, sort of contrast in the routing, and the mid-game routing, I think, is where everything kind of the chasm kind of widened here in Game 3.
I mean, at Thieves Town RNG, you had 2 checks there locked by the small key. If it had been the other one,
yeah,
I would have last location fire.
Yeah, if the fire rod's in the big chest, then I'm pretty sure I win the seed going away.
Yeah, that was pretty much the coin toss for the seed.
Also, you have to go to Catfish for a fire source at some point.
True. Yeah, if you don't get the fire rod.
So
yeah, I had to wait for a couple dungeons because I didn't have a fire source. I'm like, I don't want to do this. And then I got the lamp off Catfish. I'm like, okay, I can do 4 dungeons now. Let's go.
Yeah. In Dr. Bowser, your case, like it was just more systematic, throughout. It's like it was 4 to 6 minutes between dungeons for pretty much the whole way through, except between Pod and Turtle Rock. But otherwise, it was about a 4 to 5 minute gap between dungeons. All throughout, and neither of your orders was really at all identical to the other, except for how the end probably would have been, but otherwise, no, not really.
I know this would have been worse for me because of where the CT small was. Because like I was
Yeah.
gonna go DTT because the problem is like having done 2/3 of Turtle Rock, I don't want to do the other third of it when I have all of DT available.
Yeah,
Like, it feels
yeah.
like a loser play, especially given that you could have just come back later.
and I think Castle Tower Small was the only item that could have been in GT, right? With that map on PED.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess GT
So-
big, but that showed up pretty early.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So, Dr. Bowser, with this, you move on to the second round. Looking forward to your next match.
I'm going to try and enjoy it. It is against Skelly, so yep.
Yeah.
But I will,
Good luck
I
with
will
that.
Do my best.
Skelly knocked me out last year, so if I had won this, it would have been just sort of a rematch one round later.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah, I will do my absolute best. But I mean, GG's. These were all really good races. Well, I mean, the first one, I feel like you got RNG'd pretty hard. But
That's rando. Like,
yeah. But like these two, like I felt like we kept them pretty close and pretty good overall. So that was nice.
Yeah, like pretty good races. And best of luck with next round.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. And we do have 3 more races going later today at 6 p.m. Eastern. A little over an hour from now, we have a cross keys match on SpeedGaming between Lana Bean and 8-Bit. 7 p.m. Kabuki race between Gamachu and Tenet. And then 10 p.m. Eastern, Jamo and Sean Rhapsody, another Kabuki race. So Kabuki and cross keys, if you enjoy those, we got more of that coming for you today.
Yeah, definitely.
So, but yeah, well, thanks all for watching. And again, GG's to Dr. Bowser and Incoherent for some fine play here, going back to back for us to close out this set. And good luck to Dr. Bowser in round 2, and congrats to Incoherent on making it to the bracket stages.
Thank you again for the restreams. These have been awesome.
Yeah. And again, do give our runners a follow. Some excellent play here. Give myself, Pro 007 Sinead, my co-com, and Kate Sith 2, our excellent tracker follows as well. All support is appreciated.
So with that, we'll be closing out this episode. Thank you again, everyone. Thank you, Incoherent. Thank you, Pro A. Thank you, everyone in chat, for stopping by and watching the race. Thank you, Pro A, for co-commenting with me, and Kate Sith for doing tracking. With that, we will see you all later.
See you.